Tone Vase and Matt McGregor. I've just been on a great call for the last hour with a good friend of mine that I met in Dubai at the Financial Summit. Speaking of which, the Financial Summit is coming to the Maldives next year. And this is the kind of thing, like, I've still got friends from them that I met in across all the financial summits that I've been to, and they're just the greatest people. Tone, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. I may or may not have a slice later today. We will see on the quality and the amount of meat on top of the pizza.
Yeah. No, I didn't get pizza. I'm in Japan. I got something else, bibimbap, which is Korean, but anyway. All
All
right,
right.
take us through the.
Let's go straight to the charts, guys. Also, there's going to be the show with Mark Wood. Mark Wood's show is coming up in 1 hour. So in 1 hour and 15 minutes, I will be back on with Mark Wood, and we're gonna focus more on traditional markets, but we will get his take on the Bitcoin and perhaps other crypto markets as well. As usual, he'll come with a few dozen awesome charts. Now, let's talk about the current weekly candle. The current weekly candle is not as strong as it looked yesterday morning, but it is still a very strong candle, setting us up for significant upside. As I covered on yesterday morning show, we can look back at what happened after we got the green star candle on a weekly chart that solidified as a green star candle. And what we see is for the last 5 candles, so I'm going to count backwards here. 1, 2, 3, let's say 3.5 and 4. And the reason I say 3.5 is after the candle was over, there was a very limited upside. But at some point in the middle of this candle, the week of March 23rd, sorry, the week of March 13th, 2023, somewhere in the middle of that green star candle, when it's breaking 2 moving averages and an MRI resistance line and a consolidated swing high, you need to say to yourself, I think Bitcoin is breaking out, especially when right here, this day around March 3rd, March 4th, was one of the greatest buying opportunities in Bitcoin history. And I was stating so across all social media because it was too obvious. And Matt got in over here as well. So the Green Star weekly candle has been incredibly well, pointing to significantly more upside. We have to go all the way to 2022 before we get a Green Star candle that did not amount to much upside. And most of this crash had to do with the FTX news and the exchange going down and people getting scammed. Now, that's the weekly chart. Let's go to the lower level timeframes. The allocation chart remains in a 100% bullish position. We came right to the top of the range. We have pulled back from that range. Nothing really special here. Totally expected, mostly because the daily chart hit an MRI top on yesterday's morning show. I mentioned that there is a high probability Matt will not be in his trade and will take the stop loss within the next 24 to 36 hours. Did Matt take the stop loss and exit the trade with profit, or is he still in the trade, Matt?
Still in trade, locked and loaded.
I would have taken profit. Basically, soon after the show, the price of Bitcoin had started falling all the way down towards 70,000 with the daily MRI top looming. I would have exited. We had a warning arrow up here. We have resistance here. I never like when an asset has to go a long way to get to a breakout area. That is very, very rarely a breakout point. We all know, and this is obvious for any trader from a TA perspective, that a breakout above this consolidated ceiling of $71,000 to $72,000 is a path towards significant upside. This happens very, very often. However, I am not a fan of this happening when it gets to this level from a new swing low, because there needs to be, so much exhaustion, so much buying, so much potential to get here. By the time we get here, there's just not enough to get you over the top. It's like a boxer that exhausts himself in the 10th, 11th round, and he just got nothing left. For a classic fight, check out the Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. That's exactly what happened in that fight. And Ali got him at the end. I mean, that's basically what happens right here. So I'm not surprised that with the MRI top on the verge of alphanumerics flip, everything got stuck to a halt. I can easily see a pullback all the way down to this middle channel, down to 67,000. If it takes 4 or 5 days, the short-term moving average can get up there and support it, and it will be a beautiful pullback. If we go slowly all the way into an MRI buy opportunity, that would be even better. I don't think we're going to be going down for the next week and a half. I do think this is more likely to be a 1 to 4 day type of correction before more upside. The ETF ruling on Ethereum is tomorrow. I honestly have no opinion on what the SEC is going to say. It's like a grossly incompetent organization, and it's like they're speaking in a foreign language. It's completely unpredictable. Like, I have no idea what they're going to do, what they're going to say, and no matter what they do, it's going to be a bad choice. So whether they approve it or don't approve it, they're going to be looked upon as complete and utter idiots, which they clearly are. And so that could rally the market, that could crash the market. I would have already played it safe. I would have exited if I was using the daily chart to trade. But I'm not using the daily chart to trade.
Before you go any further, let's look at the daily. I just want to review what you said, that you would have pulled that trade that I am currently in. And I'm making the case that I agree that if I was normally day trading, of course I would have pulled it. But do you think 63,000 is at risk right now? That's my question to you.
No, I think the area between 65 and 67 is incredible support. But you don't want to see your position go from 67 to 64. That's a big move.
It's not my money. It's unrealized profit. It's not mine.
It is your money.
I'm just borrowing it at the moment. Okay, so here.
Yeah, 70. Look, we hit 72. We literally hit 72. 72 down to 65. That's a painful sit through.
What's more likely? You're a cards man. What's more likely? Plus 72,000 or below 63,000?
Oh, plus 72,000 for sure. But again, if I was using the daily chart to trade, or a shorter term chart, right? Remember, if you are trading the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart, the daily matters quite a bit, right? So it's even more crucial. And because of the resistance, because of the big move, 2 monster candles, the MRI top, if I was trading daily or shorter, I would be out before it broke below 70,000, and I would gladly come back in at the break of 71.
Yeah, that's what I would normally do. But for some reason, I've decided I'm just sitting in this one. I'm just going to sit in it for a bit.
All I'm saying. Here's the hourly chart. The hourly chart actually looks pretty a bit abysmal right here. Let me explain. Let me open up the volume here. So the CMF is a total disaster on the 1-hour chart. That is the worst CMF reading on the 1-hour chart. Jesus. Dude, that's bad.
Well, it's coming back up.
I can't even scroll back anymore. I may have to go to a 4-hour chart to see how Oh, okay. The 4-hour chart CMF is not that bad yet. All right. But the 1-hour chart CMF is actually the worst it's been in as far back as I can pull this back since February, right? Yeah, wow. That's so this tells you there's trouble under the hood. Yeah, that's nothing to ignore here. We had the best CMF we had in a while, and then we just got the worst CMF we had in a while. The MACD looks terrible. The RSI looks terrible. The volume looks terrible. We are breaking below the prior hourly lows on a red star candle. This is actually one of the ugliest 1-hour charts I've seen in a long time back. This is look, it can all reverse, right? Let's hope for an hourly MRI buy opportunity without breaking the MRI support line, sitting at 67,000. I really think 67,000 is a really, really good support area. And if I go to the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart doesn't look too good either. But once again, we are looking at 67,000 for a beautiful support. That's the area of prior breakout, and you can see 1, 2, third times the charm. I really love seeing 3 green star candles in consolidation. You've seen this probably so many times. That's probably one of my favorite buying opportunities in getting to a breakout situation. If I go back to the daily chart, sorry, that's the 4-day. If I go back to the daily chart, we kind of, I guess it's too many green stars. We have a green star here back at the end of March. We have a green star here in the beginning of April. We had a green star right before that. You know, one more green star. It's not exactly the same, but on a short-term time frame, this is beautiful. This third green star candle, and then bam, they go off to the upside. We had a pair of extension C's, extension B, everything kind of exhausted. Man, we almost got into a 4-hour MRI top. We're just literally one candle shy. One more up candle right here at 8 a.m. Well, basically, if it was an up candle during the 4 hours during our show yesterday, we would have had a 4-hour MRI top inside a daily MRI top. I mean, I still think there's going to be some downside the rest of the week. All right. On that note, I'm done. I've talked long enough. Matt, I'm going off screen share, and your turn. Explain why you're still holding the trade.
Yeah, all right, mate. I'll do exactly that. All right, before we go any further, please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. Please use the affiliate links we have in the description below. We have 2bit and BitGet. We have great sign-up bonuses. If you're in the UK or US, please investigate 2bit. And if you're interested in a trading competition, please join my team. I'll have the links later on this week. I think it's the 25th of this month. We get the links to the World Series of Trading on BitGet. So it's going to be fantastic. Please join the team, and we're going to take away first prize. Here we go. Look, I'll go through it real quick because you've got Mark Woods on today. You got a professional on. You don't need to hear from me. Weekly time frame, still in the trade, 63,691 above every moving average. I don't care. I'm good. Love it. Daily time frame. I think we'll come back down and retest the 7 simple moving average off an MRI top on Alpha Numerics at 68,000. I think that's totally healthy, totally expected. I said last night in the show, I was quite adamant in the show that I think that now is the time for the pullback. I think that's what we're going to get. And I'm not interested in taking profit on this trade because I think that this position is worth holding. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. All right, maybe it'll go bang and it will be down here, and I'll have to close it at break even, and I'll say goodbye to a hell of a lot of money. But as I said to Tone, I sort of said that tongue in cheek, but I kind of trade like that. It's not my money. It's not my money. The unrealized profit that I'm currently in is not my money. I don't view it as mine. So I'm going to roll the dice on it to see if we just come back down. Test if I sell the trade here. Let's be real for a second. If I sell the trade here at 64,300, okay, I'll probably make for the week $2,000-$3,000. Okay, I can live off this. All right, over here in Japan. but I have a high sense that this will come back down, test the 7 simple moving average on the daily, and then come up. Why would I be bearish? We're at near all-time highs. I'm rolling this trade. I'm rolling this trade into 74, 76, $80,000. 12-hour time frame as I go down. We're bang on the 7 simple moving. All my charts look the same. They're just microcosms of each other. 12-hour time frame. We're right on the simple moving average right now, the 7 that we were looking at on the daily. 4-hour time frame. We're going to look for the 30 simple moving average here. Okay, we've got below the 7. We're going to come back down, touch on the 30 simple moving average. It's at the same price, relatively same price as we're looking at the 7 simple moving average on the daily time frame. It all works in together. We're going to just do this. We're going to come back down. We're going to retest the 30, and then we're going to go for the next run higher, which will push us above the all-time high. That's what I'm thinking on. Well, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, and that's what tends to always happen, especially when you have a massive blow-off top, which goes too far above the moving averages. We need to come back and retest. It's natural to do so. I have no concerns. What is it? What's the MRI count on the 4 hour? It's just not loading. I'm
It's near the beginning of the count. It's not.
I'm not I'm not. Oh, in the to the downside. Why is it's not
Yeah,
loading?
I don't think there's a red star yet on the 4 hour.
I'm not. I
Next
wasn't choppy.
candle.
Yeah, cool. All right. Look, I'm feeling good. I'm coming back right now. I'm coming back right now. I'm happy with the price. I'm happy to roll with it. I can't wait to see what Mark Woods has to say coming up soon. In what, about 45 minutes time, half an hour's time? Is it, Tone?
In an hour, exactly 1 hour from now, at the top of the hour, at the top of the next hour, Mark Wood will do a quick overview of his Bitcoin charts, and then we're going to see what he's going to bring in traditional markets.
Oh, I can't wait. I don't want to go on any further. I want to hear what you and Mark have to say. You are going to look at traditional markets, so do you want to have a quick look at the S&P 500 and gold and oil and whatnot, or do you want to leave it for tonight's show?
Sure, let me I'll glance at it real quick. Oil has not been doing much. Yeah, it's still consolidating with the current candle being a drop. Since Bitcoin's down, I'm assuming gold's down, and gold is down. Here's the weekly chart on gold. We had a green star candle on gold, closed at a brand new weekly closing high. I am very bullish on gold here, but the current candle is a bit of a consolidation. Maybe the daily hit an MRI top on gold. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. It did, but we also had a green star candle on gold. I see this as a short pullback on gold. Maybe it'll break the count and start a new count. I'm very bullish on gold, just a little bit of a pullback, nothing really too concerning. And the S&P is having a decent week, a consolidated week. So I'm pretty bullish on the S&P. We are going to keep an eye on Ethereum here and see what happens with the big announcement coming from, I believe, today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. It's coming up on your Alpha metrics. It's sitting right at resistance. I don't know. Ethereum can go either way. It could get really smacked down all the way to new lows, or it can break out. I have no idea what it's going to do. I am not in the Ethereum trade. So we will see. It did hit a green diamond. It hit an MRI buy. It broke 3 levels of support, of resistance, and it's working on breaking a very critical level of resistance as well. On a daily chart, it doesn't look as formidable as it does on the weekly. I can actually adjust this trend line a smidge, maybe like that. It's breaking too many. Now it's only breaking a couple of candles. I mean, it's not perfect. It is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Things to be a little bit erratic. I don't know. I still think Ethereum is in a monster downtrend, and I don't see that trend reversing. Even with the ETF, even if the Ethereum does get an Ethereum ETF, I don't see too many people buying into the Ethereum ETF. The concept of Ethereum is just stupid. All right, and on that note, it's time for us to close out.
You know why I don't care about Ethereum, and and I don't look at Ethereum. It's because I'm a Bitcoiner. Okay, so imagine if you're a shitcoiner you're always pissed off because another coin, oh, your sham coin did 1,000% this week, and I was stuck in fucking Doge or whatever. Like I didn't get the right coin or whatever like that. I'm a Bitcoiner, right? So what? Ethereum had a good week, cool. So did Bitcoin, right? So I never feel like I missed anything. You know, I picked the right horse 6 7 years ago, and it's still winning. You know.
Dude, it is so funny that you said horse because just I was waiting for you to finish speaking and I was gonna do an analogy with horses. Like we are car people, right? We're not horse people. Like you may have a car with a horse logo on it, right? But we don't care about Ethereum the way we don't care about the innovation in horse speed. Or what's the latest in how horses are doing to move about the world, right? I mean, there are a few people that still care about horse racing, but compared to people that care about cars and owning a car to move around versus the people that care about the latest in horse innovation, the disparity is kind of large. So to me, that's kind of how I feel. And I was gonna say that, but then you said the word, I picked the right horse.
We're in step.
All right, pull this out.
All right, man. That's it. That's enough. That's enough of us.
Right, screen share. Hold on. Done.
All right, guys. Thank you. Today's been a bit of a funny show. I think Tone and I are in a bit of a funny mood. I'm really excited to watch Mark Wood's show. I hope that you enjoy that show. Mark's a great guy and a great analyst, much better than I am. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Please use the affiliate links. Get ready for the BitGet trading competition. It's going to be massive. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope Bitcoin recovers. I don't want to see too much downside. I like the rocket, you know. So.